Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening. How y'all doing this evening? Woo! Boy, Lord is cleaning the earth, boy. He cleaning the earth. And it rained for 2 days in a row, boy. You think Noah was out there building the ark? You know what I'm talking about? Woo! Boy, that old tornado came down through this joint. Man, I wonder, which I'm gonna look this up a little bit later. But I seen something that I ain't never seen before. I seen I seen a bunch of butterflies. I ain't never seen them many butterflies in one spot doing what they were doing, except for on a Disney movie or something. You know what I'm talking about? Straight up. Now, I went back here in my yard. I got a hawk or an eagle or something. It's a very big bird up in my tree. But I went back there to go feed the bird, and I'm looking around, and I see them. You know what I'm saying? They coming past me. You know what I'm saying? A couple of them coming past me. You know what I'm saying? Some old white joints. You know what I'm saying? Some of them yellow. But I look past my little shed deal, and I see him coming from around the side of there, and it was like probably about 6, 7. I couldn't even count them because they was like flapping. You know what I'm talking about? But it was a group of them, and they was coming like around the side, went towards the tree, flew back, and went up into the tree. You know what I'm saying? And I'm looking like, you know what I'm saying? I wish I had that on camera. You know what I'm talking about? Cause that was, I ain't never seen that. I'm gonna look up something and try to see what that means. But yeah, supernatural things be happening. Then right after that, I go back in the shack. I'm chilling. Got to talk to my cousin a little bit. And whoo, the joint jumped down. Was like it's a tornado. I'm like, oh Lord, you know what I'm saying? It already bust out raining. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, man. So now I gotta go pick up tree limbs and carrying on. Woo. It ain't authentic or nothing. There's something ain't going on. Tell you. Yeah. Hope everybody was safe. You know what I'm saying? And didn't nothing really get messed up. Oh Lord, what you want me to say? What you want me to say? What you want me to tell the people? Give me a good one. You always give me a good one. What we talking about? What we talking about? Jeremiah 19. Like old solid 7 to me. And we got Jeremiah 22. And what do we got? That's like a solid 11 to me. Good 11? Yeah. Well, let's get into it. You know how we do it. We might run that joint. And now when I say run that joint, I get to thinking about, I'm sorry, Ash. Please forgive me. You know I wasn't aiming that deal at her. Man, I wasn't aiming at myself. You know what I'm talking about? Straight up. That deal didn't have no aimer. It was supposed to go straight up. I'm talking about straight up. Lord. Says, oh yeah, 7. Says, and something wrong with this joint. There you go. Says, need my glass. Where my glass at? Woo, there you go. Says, and I will make void the counsel of Judah and Jerusalem in this place, and and I will cause them to fall by the sword before their enemies, and by the hands of them that seek their lives. and their carcasses will I give to the meat, will I give to be meat for the fowl of the heaven and for the beasts of the earth. So he's gonna give it up to the wolves, the dogs, the cats, the whatever eat humans or eat carcass, the birds. You know what I'm talking about? Like I said, that's an awful big bird in my back there. But yeah, he getting on down on his joint. Yes. Thus said the Lord God of Israel, behold, I will turn back the weapons of war that are in your hands, wherewith ye fight against the king of Babylon and against the Chandelians, which besought you without the wall, and I will assemble them unto the midst of the city. And I myself will fight against you with, and yeah, we running that joint, with an outstretched hand and with a strong arm, even in anger and in fury and in great wrath. You know, that's why he cutting up right now. You know, when it rains, it is something spiritual. It's a spiritual asset, a spiritual aspect to it. You know, he's cleansing the earth. And like I said earlier and yesterday, you know, I hope he wipe out more evil and wickedness, you know what I'm saying, as he's doing his thing and regenerating this dirt that we sitting on. You know what I'm talking about? You know, they say we are the dust of the universe. Ashes to ashes and dust to dust. You know what I'm talking about? Go on, clean that up. I made one statement. Me having enough tears to create mud in the dirt. Then take that mud and sit it in the sun as he casts his face on me, and then it hardens, and then I take it and I start using that as a stone, start building a foundation for the kingdom. You know what I'm talking about? You know, all them tears of everything that can happen to a person. You know what I'm saying? We all have that in us. Some don't show it, some try to play tough, some just try to hold it in. Don't hold it in. Let it loose. You know what I'm talking about? If you don't, it's gonna bother you. You know what I'm saying? This joint gonna bother you. You know, anxiety and anxiousness, that bothers you. It makes you bite your nails. You know what I'm talking about? And, you know, that right there is enough to drive you crazy. You don't want to be sitting around worried all the time. You know what I'm saying? That's not a good feeling. That's why I try to tell my kingdom wife, you know what I'm saying, that everything's fine, and, you know, even though it ain't, because we miss each other, but we have to take care of what we have to take care of. You know what I'm saying? And as far as I'm concerned, like I told her, this is a part of our long term, so, you know, I'm with it. Ain't nothing changed. You know what I'm talking about? You ain't changed nothing, I ain't changed nothing. It's on. You know what I'm talking about? And other than that, you know, just at any time, anything can happen. If we can't control what God does, we only can control ourselves and our emotions. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people in this world, they get possessed by the devil or demons or whatever you want to call it. You know what I'm saying? They like to try to trigger you with lies from jealousy and hate and deceit. You know what I'm saying? And you got to be able to look through that and trust in God that you know everything is all right. You know, the most thing that can happen pretty much is our Father can call us home. Other than that, you know, we can take advice from others, but we can't really let that affect our decisions, because once we make that decision and we take it to God and we go over with God, God gets the final say. You know, I question myself. I really haven't asked nobody else opinion, or do I need someone's what would you call it, permission? You know what I'm saying? Because I'm grown, for one. And if I'm gonna mess up, I'm gonna mess up. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think the decision that I made is gonna lead me to a mess up. I think it's gonna lead me to happiness. You know, especially from being miserable for so long, pretending to be happy. You know what I'm saying? Just for the sake of some kids and an image. You know what I'm saying? You know, if that family can't pray together, they ain't gonna stay together. You know what I'm saying? My kids, they pray with me. You know, it's like you flip out one of these joints on some people, and you bring out the devil in them, boy. I swear. I was walking down the street earlier. The old faithful. You know what I'm talking about? Joints was irritated. I ain't gonna lie. Them joints was irritated. You know, I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa. How you get irritated over God? You know, some people, you know what I'm saying, really don't believe in him. I had, Lord, this is authentic and nothing. I had a joint. I was parked somewhere, and I was sitting there chilling, just sitting there contemplating, you know what I'm saying, about shooting the move. And the joint started walking out. I was recording, and the joint started walking towards my way, and I was like, man, dude, don't come over here, you know what I'm saying? Don't come on over here. I ain't got nothing for you. That joint walked up to me, to my car, and told me that he ain't like God, and you know, stop believing. I looked in the joint, hey man, I couldn't do nothing but start laughing at him. And you know, ooh Lord, release. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't do nothing but start laughing at him and tell him to get on away from me. You know what I'm talking about? Straight up. And you gonna make me do something ungodly to you. You know what I'm talking about? Come over here messing with me. You know what I'm saying? Oh man. And I'm just like, man, what? I can't say what possessed him. You know what possessed him? The devil. You know, they feel like their soul is so worthless because they can't seem. It seems like they can't. They can. They just not going about it the right way, I believe. You know what I'm saying? To bring their destiny and purpose out. So then they give up. You know what I'm saying? And I try to pep talk some joints, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey man, don't give up on God, you know what I'm talking about? Cause he never gave up on you, or you wouldn't be here. You wouldn't have woke up this morning, you know what I'm talking about? And this joint getting a little bit long, but I don't care. I'm getting it on with y'all. Whoo! You know, like I said, I have a lot of my own theories that I know people that have told me that it makes a lot of sense, but I might break it down in a weird way. You know what I'm saying? I like to get straight to the point. You know, use a lot of what would you say, more simpler analogies. It's like our spirit. Our spirit is like how God cleansing the earth right now, and it's lightning striking and all that stuff. You know, when we get into situations where our heart stops, what's the first thing that man do? They mimic God. They come and shock it back to life. What do God do? He strike the earth with lightning and shock it back to life. You know what I'm talking about? As I said that, it just thundered. And my phone just beat, beep, beep. You know what I'm saying? That's a confirmation. Lord, am I talking it? Am I talking it? Am I talking it, Lord? You know what I'm talking about, Lord? You know, it's striking it back into life. You know what I'm saying? And how you could tell God striking it back into life is when it rains and it's lightning and it's thundering and carrying on like that. You know, after the rain, what happens? There's growth. Grass grow, trees grow, bugs get nourished. We get nourished. You know what I'm saying? With the water, oceans get refilled. You know, it's the same concept. He bringing life right now as we speak, cause it's cutting up out here. You know, these joints up here opening up portals and carrying on. You know what I'm saying? They talking about this one gonna be open for the next 4 years. What happened to the last one? Cause they stopped talking about it. Do y'all remember that last one that they opened, or the one before that? What about the one that they opened up in '97? You know what I'm talking about? These joints love tampering with science and tampering with God. Something gonna come up out of them joints that they think that we can control whatever come up out of it. We ain't God. And God, I want you to know, save me, because I ain't had nothing to do with it. I'm talking about straight up. You seen what I doing. You know what I'm talking about? Lord. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Now we wondering why all this wicked and evil carrying on going on right now. We are walking amongst aliens and all of them ain't friendly. And that dream that I had, it was like a 3-4 part dream that I put down in the community deal. And like I said, I'm gonna try to get back to putting links in there to try to see how we can get some money together. You know what I'm talking about? Because that's how I'd rather do it. You know, I'm looking up a few things. But yeah, we walking around here amongst them, and all of them ain't good. And some of them are getting into power that runs and governs this little piece of dirt here. You know what I'm saying? And that's why people be having so much problems with such hard times. That's why, you know, the previous structure of things that was running flowing smoothly is now being intentionally sabotaged, and that's why we going through this crisis deal that we got going on now with this war and all this crap. You know what I'm saying? And it's all over resource. All over resource. Now, if you all study different aliens and planets and carrying on like that, am I talking to Lord? Am I speaking it? He just thundered again out here on me. Now listen, they got joints that come from planet to planet and suck the life out of them. That's why he want us to build a kingdom here. That is why he want us to build a kingdom here. So when he comes back home to his castle where he rules. We are just the foot soldiers. Look, got me trembling as I'm talking this because the Lord is speaking through me right now. I'm talking about this is what he wants us to do. He wants us to spread his word, spread the gospel. He wants us to teach different parts of spirituality to people. Whatever your knack is, you know what I'm saying, in it. He wants us to speak it and stimulate their mind so they can come to a more awoken mindset. Now that dream that I had, it was dealing with that one part. It was dealing with, we was like at some kind of space academy or something, you know what I'm saying? And the one joints, they jumped in theirs, they was all gun ho, you know what I'm saying? These were some white folks over here. They jumped in that joint. Hey, it ain't no race intended. So please don't get me at that. I'm just saying what my dream showed me. Them joints went that way. They jumped in there. They, you know what I'm saying? Flew off. The girl that was supposed to be my partner, I don't know or not, but she looked at like one of my homeboy's daughters. You know what I'm saying? With the little glasses and carrying on. Shayna. Now Shayna don't be putting on in my dream. But, you know what I'm saying? She was like, she wasn't ready. You know what I'm saying, to get in the deal. She said she ain't never did that before. And you know what I'm saying, I'm looking at her through myself, and I'm looking like I really wasn't talking. It was like I was talking through my head to everybody, you know what I'm saying, but I wasn't talking. And I'm like, she told me she ain't never been in this joint, you know what I'm saying. I'm like, man, I don't even want, you know what I'm saying, I don't even want nothing to do with this neither, you know what I'm saying. And I look up, and the joints that left before, they crashed into the side of look like a mothership or something. You know what I'm talking about? And I'm like, oh man.